The thing about buying makeup that has always frustrated me, and part of the reason why I started this channel, is that there are so many freaking choices. Sometimes it can be so overwhelming. You're just like looking at the wall and you're just like, how do I even begin to pick? And that is the inspiration for this video. Benefit was kind enough to send over some of their brow products for me to try. And I thought instead of entering their brow search, which I would no doubt lose, I decided that I was going to take it my way and just kind of review all of these products for you, show you how they all go on so that you can decide if you're interested in Benefit brow products, which one might be right for you so you don't waste your money or waste your time having to return things, whatever is applicable to you. So if that sounds interesting, hang tight. We're about to get into this box right about now. So let me give you a little backstory on what the world this is. So every year Benefit does the Benefit Brow Search, and it's basically a competition where they have people that are really good at brows compete at to see who's the best at brows. And what Benefit gets in return is a lot of people posting. You don't have to get this box in order to enter. So if you are interested in entering, you can totally do that. They are looking for short videos, so you can upload to Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. But again, I'm going to put all the information down below for you on how to enter. I am not entering. Not doing it because there's no point, because I will lose, as you will soon see. Because the thing is I'm not a makeup artist, never pretended to be, but I do like to do my brows. So I actually am quite familiar with a lot of these. I've been on and off Benefit PR for a long time. So I've tried quite a few of these things. So let me show you what we're going to be looking at today. This is the brow brush that they sell on their website. We're also going to be looking into the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. I've reviewed this already on the channel, but we're going to go over it in depth today. We're also going to be talking about the Precisely My Brow Pencil. We're going to talk about the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Don't they seem like, it's like, how do I even pick? I'm going to help you pick. And this is actually new to me today. This is the Benefit Pomade. This is the brow pomade. So this is the only product you're going to see today that I've never used before. Then we have the brow micro filling pen. This is the only pen-based formula. I'll show you how that one goes on. And then I'll demonstrate for you the difference between the Fluff Up Brow Wax and the 24-hour brow setter. Just as a side note, they did send, which I think is really nice. I've never tried this before. This is their Boing Cakeless Concealer. I thought that was really nice to send, but I'm not into the whole carving out the brow thing. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to practice on camera, but I am going to be trying this as a regular concealer, and I'll keep you posted on, thoughts about this as I play with it. I'm also going to demonstrate for you a product that's actually discontinued that I really liked. This is the Eyebrow by Benefit. I'm pretty sure I went through a couple of these. I know I definitely went through at least one of these and had to throw it out because it was so old and dried out because I just used the heck out of it. But this one I found in my drawer. I was like, oh, I still have one. Yay. With that being said, let's go ahead and zoom in and get these brow products on. For brow pencil / pen stuff, I have 4 different ones to show you. So let's start off with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. The one that I have is in shade 4, and what sets this one apart from the other ones is the angled tip here. So this one is going to be really good for people that already have some established brows and just want to fill in spaces. You're not trying to draw brow hairs with this. This is something for filling. You can technically turn it to the side and draw some brow hairs, but there's a better pencil for that in my opinion. So I just start here and just kind of start filling, and you can already see where it's filled in, and then you can kind of straighten it out on the bottom if you want, but you're just gonna, at least for me, I just spoolie it through anyway, and then just kind of bloop, and see how fast it is because it is a bigger tip. It's gonna be pretty fast. Bam, just like that. And then, of course, it has the convenience of the spoolie on the other end. Mine, I just realized, is so filthy because I've used this so much. That's pretty damn gross. This is just a friendly reminder to me and anybody that's like me that these are brushes as well and also need to be cleaned. Just like other makeup brushes. Look at that. That's disgusting. That's a lot. And then I usually just kind of spoolie it through. There we go. And then this brow, that's all I do for my brows. Go ahead and remove that so we can do the next one. Like I said a second ago, they do have a pencil that's better for drawing brow hairs, and that's this one. It is called Precisely My Brow. And for this one, it's really good, you can see, to just draw really tiny little brow hairs. So if you don't already have established brows, this is probably the choice for you. To just draw little brow hairs in there. Of course, you can also use it to fill, like so. But personally, for me, this takes a little bit too long because I have just spaces that I need to fill, and I don't really see that much of a difference. And I'll go with faster if I can't really see a difference. There you go. And also, I don't feel like this one necessarily needs as much brushing as the other one did, because you're not putting on quite as much product. So there you go. Okay, next up is the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. So this is a sharpenable pencil, and the big drawback to this one is really only a drawback if you don't use this brow pencil very often, in that the product dries out very, well, and I would say very quickly. I would say within a couple of weeks, the brow pencil dries out and you have to resharpen it. But if you're constantly using it, you're not even going to notice, because you're going to be able to use enough to be able to need to sharpen it in 2 weeks. But if not, then you're really wasting product by needing to sharpen it because of that drying out factor. The deal with this one is supposed to have little like microfibers already built into it, and it's supposed to make you look like you have more brow hairs. This one goes on very quickly, definitely not for fine work. And definitely not as precise as either the ones that I've showed you so far. This one I feel like brushes out a little easier. Like sometimes, like just now, I feel like I have to go back in with more product after I spoolie it. This one's probably my least favorite of the pencils. But I know some of you really love this because you do see the fibers in there and because it is pretty fast to do. So there is that one. Let's go into the brow micro filling pen. So as you can see, it's got the little tippy guys there, and it's supposed to draw the brow hairs on, but 3 at a time. This one I would say has the lightest application, where it's going to be nice and light. It's not bold in any way. So if you just need a little tiny bit of filling, this may be the one for you. See how it's not even fully filling in my brow? I don't feel like this one is enough for me. And I'm not even going to spoolie this one out because I feel like it doesn't need it. I probably should though. Let me just show you what it looks like to spoolie it out. Actually, I actually really like that. I like it better spoolied out, but it's definitely more natural. Now let's crack into this pomade that I've never used. Now, pomades are definitely not my jam. I actually really liked the Cabral one. I'll show you the difference in that this one came with the little brush, and then here is, it's been a minute since I've used this apparently. There we go. Oh my gosh, did I never use this one? Apparently, I never used this one. That's so sad. I'm going to have to dip in and use it. Maybe we can do a comparison. I think that might be a good idea. Ooh, that's kind of neat. It's got a little place to scrape your brush off there. Ooh, I like that. Why don't we do a little comparison of the Bravo? Since this is brand freaking new, let's break out their brush and we'll dip in here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And kind of scrape off the excess there. If you like the Instagram brows, you like block brows, this is the way to go, is a pomade. That is not typically my jam. I was not a fan of that trend on me. Do not like the way that it looks. But it also might be my application error too. But it's just, it's very, it's a lot. Oh, I like this big spoolie though. I do like that. It's just a little too opaque for me and my tastes. Not a fan. Not a fan. Just for fun, let's go into this one. Now for clarity, of course I have used this product before. It must have dried out or something. I mean, it's been a while since I've gone into this. I've had so many brow products I've been using lately. It's been a while since I've even tried to dip into this. I honestly had no idea this was a brand new one. That's kind of disappointing that I didn't use it before. Ooh, that was an application error. That's terrible. Jen, what are you doing? Is this your first day? Let's try that again. I'm just going to clean off the brush a little bit. Let's try again. This one definitely isn't as opaque, but it also might be because it's old. I remember it being a little bit gentler of a product, though, than like, I think Kat Von D, when it was Kat Von D, or maybe it was already KVD. Whatever. Anyway, that company, the KVD company, theirs I remember being very opaque, and also ABH's being very opaque. This one I think was a little softer. But it's definitely going on super patchy. It might be because of it just being old. You'll have to tell me if you still use this or if you had used it. Like, you can see like the difference as far as the opacity of the product. Like, this one's a lot more natural, but it's also not really brushing through. So it's going to need a little bit more help to make it look like one color all the way through, instead of like a little bit of color, a lot of color, a little bit of color, a lot of color. There we go. It's a little better. I definitely like this look better than this look by a lot. So in order to compare the Fluff Up Brow Wax with the 24-Hour Brow Setter, I'm just going to go ahead and put on, let's do the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I'm just going to do that off camera real quick, and then we'll just show the two applications of the two like setting thingy that they have. Let's start with the Fluff Up Brow Wax. So you will be able to see that it is white, and it's got this teeny tiny little brush, which is my personal preference, is these little brushes to go into the brow. And then we're just going to fluff it up, because this is like super trendy to like take your brows and just Brooke Shields them out. Even though probably a lot of the people doing this trend don't even know who Brooke Shields is, but that's okay. We can still pay homage without knowing who she is. And that's what we've got going there. Now let's look at the other one. This is the 24-Hour Brow Setter. And this wand is very, very different. You have more of a comb situation. And I'm just going to put that on this side. Oops. Helps if you turn it to the side. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And you can see the difference between the two sides. This one is much better for that fluffy brow trend. It really does hold them straight up. Where this one is going to be much better for just combing through. Like if I just take this and put it like that, it's perfect. But I feel like it can't get the brow hairs to stay as well on that angle if you're trying to go that fluffy brow trend. So I'm actually like, before I tried both of them, I really was skeptical as far as whether you would need the Fluff Up Brow Wax one. The 24-Hour Brow Setter will hold your brows, but I don't think that it's as good at it, if that makes sense. One thing I like about both of them is when they dry down, neither of them feels crunchy, which is something I would expect, especially from something that gives this much vertical hold on the hair, but neither of them are crunchy. They're both great for that. It's just really how you like to style them, whether you need more of a hold in angle or you just want it to hold in place where it naturally would fall. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out for final thoughts. Now that we've tried all of them on, I am going to do my official formal ranking of these products. And this is based on my personal preferences. So make sure that you are not taking this for 100% for you, because you may have different preferences. So down below, definitely let me know what your order would be. Would it be the same as mine or different? So my least favorite, obviously, is the brow pomade, but that also may be due to many factors, in that I'm not very good at using pomade, and also I don't like the way pomade looks on me, and also this is the first day I've used it. So this may be a very unfair review of this product, But if you're used to using pomade, if you've used them before, you like block brows, you like really thick brows, this may be your number one. It's my number 5. My number 4 has the exact opposite problem. This is the microfilling brow pen. It doesn't give enough pigment for me. If you have already pretty full brows and you just need the tiniest bit of filling, this is probably going to be your number 1. It is my number 4 because I need more than this one. The number 3 product is going to be the Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. Besides the fact that I don't use the same brow pencil every time I do my brows, so mine have to constantly, not constantly, but I have to sharpen it probably more than I would need to if it didn't dry out. That's an issue for me. And also, I don't like that it is not very precise. It's kind of hard to, for me personally, to control the product because the tip of the pencil is so large, and also because you're constantly changing the shape by pressing on it using the product. You know, when you use a pencil, it can get, pointier at one end and then you use it more and you have to turn it. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. So that's why this is number 3, is because I do feel like I can get the color in that I need, but I don't enjoy it. I don't like it very much, to be 100% with you. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. It's number 3. And number 2 is going to be the Precisely My Brow. I do really like this. I think it's a fantastic, very fine point brow pencil, but I have too many spaces for this one. I have too much that needs to be done, and this one takes too long, and I don't feel like it's as easy to use as the number 1. But if you like drawing those micro fine brow hairs, if you have like no brows and you just draw all your brows on, this is probably going to be the best one for you. But my favorite, based on my brow shape, my needs, is definitely the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Even though this was set in PR, I will repurchase this and repurchase this and repurchase it. It is perfect for filling in my brows very quickly, very easily. I like that, I can just go bloop and then I spoolie it and then it's done. I don't have to reapply. I don't have to do anything weird. It is just so easy to use. It is a fantastic brow pencil, and it is well deserving of my number 1 spot for the color cosmetics part of it. Now for the shaping products, the Fluff Up Brow Wax and the 24-Hour Brow Setter, honestly, I love them both, but based on current trends, I have to say that the Brow Setter is number 2 and the Fluff Up Brow Wax is number 1, just because I am really enjoying the fluffy brow look, and I feel like this holds my brows just so much better in that angular state. But when that trend dies, which of course it will, sadly, eventually it will die, I'm sure I will go back to my 24-Hour Brow Setter. It's still a fantastic product. There's no strong smell to it. It doesn't make my brows feel crunchy. I'm a very textural kind of person. If anything feels stiff on my face, if anything just, I can feel it throughout the day, it's going to be an absolutely not. And these both are great. Neither of them I can feel once they've dried down. So the lightweightness is wonderful. If you need a good spoolie, this spoolie's a good spoolie. I actually kind of like that this is a bigger brush than typical for a spoolie. Do you need to buy a Benefit spoolie? No, but if you're already shopping there and you're getting the pomade and you need one of these, then yeah, sure, go for it. But I don't think you need theirs. To be 100% with you, I don't think you need this, but it is good if you're going to get it. It is fine. It's a fine spoolie. So I hope, my friend, that you found this video helpful. As a thank you for watching, thank you to you. This video is a giveaway. That teaches people to always watch to the end. This video is a giveaway because many of these products I already had open and was already using, as you saw in the demo, but Benefit had sent me a bunch of brand new products. I am not going to open these just for this video. So these are now going to be part of a giveaway. I'm going to send you this lovely box. This box is going to be for you. I'm going to throw these babies in there. Maybe a 2-pack of Mad Marshmallows if you want them. We'll talk. But yeah, so let me tell you what shades are here. Make sure you enter if you think that you can use these or at least pass them on. These are brand new, never been opened. There is a 24-hour brow setter. There is a Fluff Up Brow Wax. There is a Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil in shade number 5, which is called Warm Black Brown. There is a Goof Proof Brow Pencil in 5, Warm Black Brown, and then a Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 5, Warm Black Brown. So I'm going to keep these in the box. Please follow the directions that are down in the video description. If someone comments to you that you have won a giveaway on this channel under your comment, they are lying. They are liars. They are big fat liars. They are trying to take your money. They're trying to tell you you have to pay $100 for shipping, and it's not real. The directions for how to enter are in the video description. I have an email set up called Jen Loves Giveaway. It's either Jen Loves Giveaway or Jen Love Giveaway. It's going to be in the description. You're going to email that email address that you would like to enter, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. I'm not collecting these for an email list or anything. It is specifically just dumping into this email address, and then when the giveaway is over, I put them in a folder, and then they die in the folder. Like, there's no other use for this email address, and I found it is the safest way to communicate, the easiest way to communicate with winners, because all I'm going to do is respond back to your email, and giveaway will end in like 3 or 4 days. Again, all the information is in the video description on how to enter. Please do not enter in the comment section down below. It brings the trolls, and you can't win that way. Once somebody has won, then I will put it in the video description and also in a pinned comment at the top, so you know that the giveaway is over. So thank you so much for entering. I hope that you win. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps tell YouTube to share it with more people. But if you are not ready to go after you hit the thumbs up button, YouTube is recommending a couple videos for you right over here to watch, including one that I picked out for you special down at the bottom. YouTube's picking the top one for you. But if you do need to go, it is absolutely no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And mad love to you. And I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.